Going to be working on the Audi RS6 today. Haven't posted in a while, but this is how it looks without a wrap. Waiting for it to get warmer so I can pull it in the heat. Peel some of this 3M off from the old wrap. I don't want to put any thinners or anything on there, so. Looks pretty fucking clean though. I'm getting ready to order my OZ center caps. I need this one. Tell me if your front rotors are this big. See what they got for rotors. Those are the rears. This is my daily, so she's pretty much like my work truck until I bring my truck home. So, pardon my mess. Let me get some shit out of here. So today we're going to be taking off our front rims and replacing it. This part's from for Germany. I don't remember where I got these. PRW FX45s. The owners are pretty nice at the company I bought this from. I can't remember who it was. I'll give them a shout out on the video. If I could remember who they were. But the owners ended up reaching out. Said if I had any questions, making sure I get the right parts or trying to put a build together, they would help. So shouts out to you guys. I also had to go to AutoZone and get me a Duralast inner tie rod. It's a tool, I would say, but it basically takes off this inner nut over here, because it called for 37 on the stock. 37 millimeters pretty damn good, and the crow's foots that I found only went up to 1 inch, so weren't very big. So I ended up finding one of those. It looked like you know those U-bolts that you shackle onto your rear axle when you try to do a lift kit? That's pretty much what I thought it was. So I also ended up getting boots. I'm not sure the proper terminology for these, but we'll end up putting these on. Where they attach to, looks like the upper control arms of this beast. So, ended up bringing out some extra tools. I didn't think I needed to do them. I took it to I ended up taking my car to get an alignment. Blue Water Performance, shouts out to them here in Denver. They ended up noticing that my inner tie rods needed to be replaced as well as outer tie rods. But they had gotten replaced, the inner tie rods had gotten replaced before I received the car. Finally paid it off, finally able to start putting money towards it. I have a big family, so a lot of the uploads won't come up like frequent. I've got 5 daughters, a lot to support. So I am doing my best to upload when I can, how I can. Shouldn't be that hard though to get all the parts that I want. I want to go with the full Miltech exhaust. I can't remember what this came with. I do believe it has a performance exhaust on it from the factory. Again, this is not your average 4.2 V8. This one is actually tuned by Cosworth, which is rare. It's not in any of the other A6s, S6s, A8s, L8s, or anything like that, or even the R8. The RS6 this year actually was the only year to get this version of this 4.2, so I kind of feel like restoring it. It has a lot of miles. I really don't give a fuck. I can continue just to rebuild this engine and transmission if need be. I have a spare transmission for it with less miles. I just got to go help my friend Tyler get it out of the shop, out of his vehicle, because he's going ahead and doing the 6-speed manual swap, which would be freaking cool, man. I wish I could do that with my vehicle. It is a little bit expensive, but I'm hoping with your guys' help, with the viewers, with hopefully getting subscribers. If I can get some more subscribers and things like that, I can turn this thing into a beast. But that's my intentions. Overall, doing it on my own income, it's gonna take a while, but you guys are along for the journey, and I appreciate you guys for watching. But I'm gonna be replacing some blades in my razor blade for work. Has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. Just trying to clear some space so I can get my jack out of my trunk. I need to take all the stuff in the house and stop leaving it in the car. I'm tired of hearing this shit rattle around. I'd rather hear my bumpity bumps, as Tyler says. He's funny. That's my friend. Yeah, he ended up employing me, and we ended up becoming good buddies. And I ended up buying this beast off of him. I've always liked him. He had a black one when I first met him. And man, does it sound good to hear an Audi V8 on top of, not to mention, on top of all of that, to be twin turbo. I mean, that's freaking awesome. And to be reliable. My vehicle has, I think, 201,000 miles. Yeah, it was a lot to muster. I don't know why I couldn't spit that out. But I figured I'll try to do this on my weekends, since I typically work hectic-ass weeks, 6-day weeks. I should be at work today, but everybody played hooky. I'm not playing hooky. I have shit to do. I need to get this done, and hopefully if I get to get an alignment today. Nowhere really likes to do anything on low vehicles, because when you do an alignment, you have to be able to attach these sensors on top of the wheels. And unless you're in a more modern shop, they have also hub attachments on some of the newer ones. So if they had a hub attachment, they'd be able to align my car. So now I have to take it throughout the week one of these days. But they say that you need a fender or 2 fingers in order to align it all the way around the top. There's no 2 fingers there. It's like a finger and 3/4. So, I mean, the back's even worse. I need to order me a tool. I I could barely even stick one finger back there. It actually only cuts a certain portion of my tires, but I think it's on the other side. Maybe the front, I'm not sure. But in case you guys have never seen an Audi RS6, the first version that came to the US, it's dirty. I know. You guys are going to see me pull out the shop vac later on and clean this bitch out. Give it a good detail. I do some drilling, so when I drill, I don't drill, I'm a drill hand. So we do geothermal drilling, and I get very fucking dirty. So in case you guys have never seen one of these, they come wide fender, aka wide body. This is the earliest version of wide body on the Audi. But they stick out more than the A6 and the S6. For one, they've got wide wheels. Fucking expensive. They are 255 40 ZR 18s. They come with big rear drilled rotors, a single piston. They come with extra large front caliper, front rotor. These are 8-piston front Brembos. I need to order my carbon fiber ducts for my intercoolers. I've got one there and one on the other side. But this is an RS6. So I'm going to be replacing every nut and bolt, every hose clamp, anything that I can. I'll order new headlight housings. I'm gonna order the carbon fiber ducts. I might order the intake and get this thing tuned. That'll be next year though. Just so you guys know, it's December, so I should be getting taxes soon. Should be able to work on this fucker. I cut my exhaust off because I was going to take out the resonators. I was going to take out the resonators and take it to my friend's shop and get everything welded, but life happens, and I didn't get to it right away, and unfortunately, my exhaust is sitting up on top of my porch on my back patio. So I have the jack over there. What we need to do is get this fucking dirt off this thing. So you guys know, I support all of our local YouTubers. Local, in the country, out of the country. I enter the raffles and giveaways and stuff like that. Sweepstakes. Anybody that does a live, I try to get into those. I'm actually hoping that I win Cletus's or the Boosted Boys giveaway right now. Right now, the Boosted Boys are giving away their Dodge Ram, their OG Dodge Ram, a red Civic hatch, and a brand new 30-foot trailer. And it's nice. It's a nice package. I hope to win that. I ordered a couple cheap keychains. I also entered in to win one of the trucks that they have. They're the supercharged F-150 and the twin turbo F-150 giveaway that they're doing on Cletus McFarland. Go check them out. Those giveaways are already completed, so you can't enter to win those. Those are mine. I'm gonna win those, so just stay out my cookie jar. But you guys should check out his channel, Cletus McFarlane. His YouTube channel is just huge. I know my following's not big and probably won't ever be, but hey, I'm gonna continue showing progress on this car, because there's not very many videos that show what to do with this specific car. It's always an A6 or this and that. You know what? There's a lot of owners that own these that don't have time to go work on their cars, so they take them to mechanics. So a lot of those mechanics aren't going to show what their bread and butter is. They're not going to show you how to work on your vehicle and all this other shit. I don't call myself a mechanic. I don't consider myself a mechanic. You guys can say mechanically inclined all you want. I can just say I have an open mind and I am completely aware of anything and everything I'm doing within a vehicle. If I'm working on something, sometimes I'll research it, sometimes I won't. Ever since I was a kid, I've been working on cars with my dad, so I used to get interested in cars like that, but I wasn't always around my dad, so there was times where I just did it myself. As you'd say, took the initiative. I started young, buying cars, trucks, obviously wrecking them, being immature, young and dumb. I get it. Everybody gets it. That's the world. We all fuck up. But that's how you learn to perceive after the fact and learn from your mistakes. I have purchased all my vehicles pretty much outright until recently, trying to build my credit. I've done all I can in life to try to stay away from getting loans and doing all that stuff. So I've been doing pretty good in life, and I'm fortunate enough to get one of my dream cars. I was born in the 80s, so I can't sit here and say my dream car is a 2000 something. I think that I have different dream cars in every aspect of the car world, every different type, whether it be foreign or domestic, import or domestic is what you should say, what I should say. I really like those Ute trucks. From Australia, those are freaking cool. How about that? I like some Honda Civics. I really want to build an all-wheel drive CRX. There's actually a CRX here in town that I might pick up. I really want to, but I might be picking up a truck. We'll see how that goes. It's a 5.7 Dodge 2500. It's in rough condition from the family, but I think with a little bit of TLC it can look nice. Maybe give it a lift. Big ass black tires and rims. Maybe something with some big writing, some big white writing or yellow writing on the tires, and just keep it as a work truck. Order a new bed because it has rust on it. Order a new driver door because it has rust on it, or the mirror was smashed off and replaced. I don't know. It's rough. It needs a new front lower bumper. I don't know if it's metal or plastic. I think it's plastic. It has a transmission leak on the. It's either the transmission or the engine oil line. It's a hard line that goes next to the block that goes towards the to the oil cooler. I started this fucker and it smoked, right? And I'm like, well, fuck, let me check the oil. Instinct show, check the oil before you even start it. Yeah, I had no oil. So we'll end up going here in the next couple days, start it up and see if I want to get it, and maybe add that to the channel. Do a cheap build or something. while. Let's get to it real quick. Anybody that's ever had an Audi should know. Down here they have arrows. I don't know if you can see it on here because it's all fucking dirty. I don't see it over here. Anyways, there's an arrow that shows where your lifting point is. I'll show you on the back right here. It's the center where you should place your jack. You see it? Right there. That's an arrow pointing to the hardest point of your frame that you can lift from. It's not recommended to lift from here. You should lift from different places. But I've lifted it from here the whole time I've owned it. And I ain't complaining. But, I thought I heard one of my daughters. What? Oh, that ain't my kid. That's the neighbor's. Well, let's get this thing going, huh? So one day I got myself in trouble at work, making good money at work, right? So fuck it, I can spoil myself sometimes. Well, anybody who doesn't know me knows that that's an irrational and irresponsible decision, being that I have 5 daughters and a wife at home. So we've got a lot of bills and a lot of responsibilities, but sometimes daddy needs some good shit. So I went and got that battery. The battery on that fucker, I don't know if it was a 5 amp or a 6 amp. That might be my stock one of my 6 amps upstairs. But I used to, I don't know, I went to the store to get batteries. They're fucking $2.99, right? Yep, that's the 6 amp hour. I went to go get fucking batteries, and they were nice. $2.99 for 2 of them, and you can get a tool for free. So I ended up getting this 1/2 inch impact, which is $4.99 for free. Yeah, not a good idea to my wife, but it was to me. Let's get these fucking things. Come here and let me tickle your rear. Just joking. No duty. I guess that's how you take off a fucking rim. I just drag it across my rotor. Well, I have to replace an, looks like an inner CV boot. I'm not gonna replace the whole thing unless it's wobbling or making some funny noise. It only makes noise when you get corrosion or dirt in there, or a rip. But this motherfucker's huge. Let's see. So I brought out my tape measure so I could figure out if if I can take this out without losing the adjustment and without having to do an alignment, because this is my outer tie rod, and my inner tie rod's past this boot. So I have to pull off this clamp, and there's another clamp back there. But first of all, you should take off this plastic guard. It acts like a dust guard, doesn't really do much. This used to be, I can't remember if it was what fucking place it came from, but there's a lot of corrosion and shit from rocks and dirt. So they had it wrapped. I should have kept it wrapped. Taken it off and then took it to get another wrap, but sooner or later it'll be repainted. I'm gonna get it paint corrected instead of wrapped over. I'll get it paint corrected, and then I can't remember what the hell that shit's called, PPF, or I'll get a film over the entirety of it. That should last 5 to 10 years, or 3 to 5 years, as I assume, and then take that off and redo it again. A lot of people said I should have kept it blue, but opinions are like assholes, you know? Look at the rust back there, dude. I guess when I take this off, we'll expose more and see about it. See, look, my friend said that these were new. I mean, I know new to the car, but if they were new, why would there be so much fucking rust, eh? Oh well. But once I get the tool, I'll be able to adjust my height for the front and rear. So, I mean, look at this. There's places where when they wrapped it, they cut into the paint and caused shit like this. Shame on you guys, dude. You guys did this to the owner's car. Anyways, I also have to take off this front bumper and see if I can readjust these intercoolers somehow on the brackets on both sides, the mounting brackets. It looks a little fucked up, but let's get that piece off. It's a 10 mil up here on this little acorn nut, and then in the back you have these two plastic ones. I would suggest spraying them down with the penetrant, even though they're not rusty or anything like that. They're just gonna snap because that's just what plastic does. So let me get that going. I need to put something down so I don't end up with the garter zip plates. I guess I'll go down. I could use my old coveralls. I'll be that tacky guy, out here in the winter. Fucking sitting in the shade when I could be parked over there. But this concrete's a lot more stable for my jack placement. So I brought down a 10 mil out here. But I also have a 10 mil out here. What else am I gonna need? I am also going to need, I believe, the other side has a triple square right here. I need to loosen this bolt right here. And I also need to take off this nut up here. Well, take off this nut and then loosen that bolt up there. But that'll be later on. First off, I should have done the other side because I have the boot off and exposed, so I can measure it. How are you guys doing on this Saturday? Nice Saturday. I mean, you see the mountains in the background. Where these trucks are back here, there's a lake. I think it's nice enough to go fishing, but I don't know if that algae's still there. Those fish weren't biting last time I was out there. I would rather be fishing right now, but I can't. If I don't get this shit done, it's not gonna get done. So, back to my story. I ended up taking this to Blue Water Performance to get aligned, because when I got it, someone had rounded off the triple square on the rear eccentric bolt that mounts up to this guy for my rear adjustment, right? So the eccentric bolt goes through this one, and this one attaches to, I better not go back here. So it attaches here and up here, but it goes back there. So this eccentric bolt was rounded on the previous unit, so I ended up using a sawzall to surgically cut it from the inside on both sides of this guy. I just cut it here and cut off this bolt over here because the bolt was seized inside of here and also corroded my aluminum, which is weird. On my rear subframe. So if I can adjust these back shocks, man, this car would look nice. Don't mind this cut hydraulic line. This used to go to the old shocks. I need to eliminate the system for weight saving purposes, and I also need to get those off. Those resonators on the exhaust, there's two of them. Lop those fuckers off, remount the mounting location with the straight pipe, and then set my exhaust back up with the stock mufflers. I still have everything here in place. See what I was saying about the rust on the Midwest car? Or wherever the fuck this came from the East Coast. But lower control arms have already been replaced with newer ones. Upper control arms never got replaced, so I'll end up getting those off and replaced. Oh, the uppers got replaced, but the lowers didn't. The lowers didn't because we didn't take off the emergency brake cable from underneath the car all the way up to the interior, which goes underneath the carpet and all that stuff. So we weren't trying to get through all that jazz. So it looks like there's some carbon buildup around the exhaust right there, so those fuckers are ready to be worked on. My front flex plates need to be replaced. Looks like my bushings are good back here though, on my body. I was gonna get new ones. I was gonna get new bushings all around, but I'm not. I'm gonna get the rear sway bar, the Hotchkiss, or the Hot Chicks, or whatever the fuck it's called, Hotchkiss. I'll end up getting the front and rear sway bars. I don't know if I'm gonna go with the baby blue ones or the black ones. I'm not sure. But I just figured I'd show you that real quick. I need my flathead and stuff over here. So let's go ahead and get back at it. So we want to take this off. toss that off to the side. There's also going to be another one over here. Let's go ahead and disconnect that one too. You just push up on these tabs or pull it towards you on this one. And then it goes on up into here. This is your ABS sensor, your line that goes down into the back of your caliper. Again, it goes through here. This one. And back into this guy over here. And then this boot is gone. This inner CV boot is gone. Just a little ass fucking rip. So yeah, there's a sensor back here too. It's the ABS sensor. That's a lot of grease there, bud. Didn't I bring a rag? No. Who doesn't bring a mechanic rag, huh? Or where's the fucking gloves? Do I have my blow trick? Well, I'm gonna need to grease serve these. Here's another one that we had cut off right here. It's a hydraulic line. Let's get back at it. This is why you spray them with penetrant, because they break right away. It stays tucked in there pretty good, so as long as you have that bolt in that top 10 millimeter, you'll be alright. Now what you do is you pull it from back there and slide it over here. Now you can expose a little bit more room. Damn, whatever lines those are, they are shot. And spray that with some penetrant and get you looking nice again. This plastic's gonna bother me. It's gonna be in my way. So, if the German engineers would have just let us use our long nose pliers like in this front one, there's a back one in the back, which sucks. But I've devised a plan. Use something like this. Stick this back in there and get underneath it. I was using a thinner screwdriver on the other side, but you can get in there. If you can get in there, try to get in there, wedge underneath the A of it. You know what I'm gonna need to use? What I used last time. An extended screwdriver. So sometimes you have to adapt and improvise. And sometimes more reach is better than your reach. Again, splurging at Home Depot. So, use this bad mamma jamma with, which one did I use? Was it this one? Looks like it. Might have been this one. And attach this bad boy to this bad boy right here. Alright. Where's the other attachment? To make this even longer. Right there. So, combine these fuckers together. You got what you want. Got what you need. Stick this flathead in there and twist it. Bam. Oh, what did that do? Made a bunch of noise. Wonder why this camera sucks. It's because it's the iPhone 16. I'm just joking. It's not bad. So now that I got this bitch twisting, I should just be able to pop it off. I guess not. I'm gonna need a bigger flathead on that. Oh, sorry boys, I had to put you down. try that. Or I could just stop dicking around. I guess that is dicking around.